But here's my last favorite thing to do with AI right now. And this is really great for us as agents, but also great for any managers and owners who need to help agents build particular skills. And you want to give them more practice time.
Hi, everyone. It's Matthew Ferrara. I've built this newsletter as a special place where optimism, positivity, inspiration, good stories, and great ideas all come together to help you move closer to whatever goals you desire. I encourage you to upgrade so you can get access to hundreds of posts, webinars, workshops, and other resources. Choose a monthly subscription, or you can upgrade to the insider level, which gives you unlimited access plus guaranteed attendance in all of our live virtual masterminds. Success starts by believing you're worth it. I believe you're worth it, and I hope you do too.
Use AI for role play, not just to play, but for role play. We can use AI to simulate a conversation that will stimulate our success. And I'm going to show you an example because I actually did this with AI and captured all the screens for you. And I'm going to just show you how it unfolded, starting with how you set it up. You set it up by just talking to the system. You say, hey, role play a scenario with me. You be a seller and I'll be an agent. You're interviewing me to decide to hire me to help sell your home. I'll provide you with answers about my marketing, experience, skills, and fee. You want to learn about me and why I'm qualified and how I can help you sell for the best price in the least amount of time during a period when inventory is low, buyers are afraid to act, and property prices are flat. Begin by asking me an opening question as if you're a seller who has never sold a home before, and react to my questions and answers in context. So I literally just told it how to role play with me. So let me show you what happens. And it said, sure, tell me a little bit about yourself. So I typed the upper right-hand corner. I said, let me tell you about me. I've been selling real estate for 5 years. I sold 15 homes and sell them for 10% faster than the market. Now notice that's me, the agent. If you were using this for yourself, or if you were using this with other agents, this would get them to practice what they need to say. And by the way, many younger agents, they don't want to do this verbally to start with. They might want to practice by typing it out. That's how I learned. I learned by writing it out and then saying it and then memorizing it and then innovating on it. So typing it out, yeah, let me tell you a little bit about me. And then look at what Copilot said. It said, wow, that's an impressive track record. Your experience is particularly reassuring. And then it said, can you tell me about your marketing plan? How do you plan to make my property stand out? And I said, wow, good thing. You asked that. First thing we're going to do is price it correctly. Then we're going to stage it. Then we're going to have a photographer come in, do a marketing video and photos, and we'll put it on MLS. And I said, one thing we'll do to encourage buyers is we'll encourage them to ask us about a buy down of the interest rate. And then I said, do you know what a buy down is? And it said, I'm not familiar with the buy down. That sounds intriguing. Can you explain how it works? And so I went and actually told it how it works. I said, a buy down is a process where buyers use money to reduce their mortgage interest. And then it said, wow, a buy down sounds like a clever way to make the home more attractive without lowering the price. I like the idea of promoting it globally as well. Can you tell me about your company's reputation? And I went, sure. My company's been helping agents in the area for 55 years. We have 225 agencies, blah, 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 blah. We're number 2 in the market. I said, that's quite impressive. But it didn't give up. It then said, I'm curious about your fees. How do you structure your commission? And are there other costs? Like, it remembered everything it needed to ask me. And I just kept going. I said, here's how I price my fees. And it said, thank you for the clarity on that. One last question. How do you handle negotiations with buyers who might try to push for a lower price? What's your strategy? And I said, oh, don't worry about that. My approach is to act in your best interest, explaining every offer to you, price is only one factor, etc. And then check this out. Look at the very bottom. It said, I appreciate your thorough approach to negotiations. Your experience, communications, and comprehensive plan make me feel confident. And then it said, I believe you're the right agent to help me sell my home. Let's get started on the paperwork. I literally listed Copilot today when I practiced on here. Now, look, you can make it not agree. You could tell it to be difficult. You could tell it to be easy. You can tell it to be persistent or emotionally angry, whatever it is. Have fun with it. The point is, it did role play. And I answered by typing. I could have used voice dictation if I wanted to. But think of all the things you could rehearse with Copilot. Hey, Copilot, I'm listing a property for $700,000. I received an offer for $650,000. Let's role play some of the things we might have to talk about during the negotiation. How do I keep it about the problem and not the person? How do I stay optimistic? What might be some questions I need to ask them? Like, boom, like I role play. It's my partner in this. Now, some people will say, that's what my manager's for. And I say, absolutely, that's what your manager's for. But now don't think of it as replacing your manager. Think of it as two managers. You don't have two managers, someone extra to help you at any given time, someone who's there on your smartphone if you happen to be out on the road and you need to quickly role play, test out an idea, ask for input, and get some insight. So role playing is super powerful and a great way to use artificial intelligence to assist you in getting better. What are we iterating on? Ourselves in this case. We're getting better at a primary skill.